Hello, I'm Dr. Mike McFarland, Superintendent of Crowley ISD, and I hope that you and your family are doing well, or as well as can be, during this challenging time. Now, COVID-19 has created quite a bit of uncertainty, not only for our nation, our community, our county, but also for you and for our district. And so I'm coming to you today just to kind of share a little bit about what we're doing as a district to help get through this crisis, and also to ask you to do some things as well. Again, one of the most important things that we're doing is we're following the direction of the health department. And really the health department has been very clear. In order to mitigate the spread of this virus, the thing that we need to do is to practice social distancing. Where possible, please continue to follow those directions in practicing social distancing. Also, please refrain from large gatherings. We understand that viruses really thrive on those large gatherings, and we want to make sure that we are being protective of our children and protective of our families and really protective of each other. And so as we go through this virus, I want you to know that Crowley ISD, we are committed to serving our community. And what we're committed to doing really is making sure that we have two clear priorities that we can operate and that we can really rely on. Our two priorities are, number one, safety. We want to make sure that as a district that we take action that's going to enhance safety of our students, of our staff and employees, of our community at large. And so that's one of the reasons why we have extended spring break for the 2-week period. We feel like by giving us those 2-week period, giving you the 2-week period timetable, we're able to actually do the proper cleaning that we need to do, and we also are giving the virus an opportunity to run its course if that's the case. And so, following the directions of our health department, following the directions of Tarrant County, we have elected to do the 2-week delay. Now, during this process, we also know that as we provide safety for our students, we also need to make sure that we have continuing education, that education is occurring throughout this process. And so over the last 3 days, we've had administrators and principals and others work diligently to put together online learning opportunity for your students, as well as packets or hard copies of materials that students can engage in, those students who may not have online access. And so we're excited to let you know that today that information will be made available to you online. And so we hope to be able to give those packets out on Wednesday or Thursday at the latest. But again, we want you to know that we're working hard to ensure that even though your students are not in school, they're able to continue to progress educationally. Again, we definitely hope that you go to our website, to our COVID-19 website, and you'll get an abundance of information about things your children can do while they're at home with you. Now, what we know is that this virus creates some uncertainty and some anxiety among all of us. No one really knows what tomorrow will hold. But what we do know is there are some things that we can control. And I encourage you, during a time of crisis, focus on those things that you can control. Social distancing, you can control that. Making sure that your kids are safe, we can control that. And we're going to be doing that for sure. And now, what we're going to be doing also as it relates to your child is we're going to be making sure that we are feeding our children, that children are receiving nutritious meals. So we'll be serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner at 14 different sites within our school district boundaries. If you look on the website, you'll see several apartment complexes where we're feeding, as well as several schools where we're feeding. So please check our website. You'll see all of the sites where you or your child can go and get a meal for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. We believe it's important, that nutrition is important during this time, and we want to make sure that we're doing our part as it relates to that. So our next steps. What our plan is to continue to evaluate the situation, to continue to follow the direction of our Tarrant County as it relates to school starting. We're not sure right now when that will be. Right now we're delaying for 2 weeks. We have prepared 2 weeks worth of educational materials and other things to make sure your kids are safe. But what we will do is we'll be reevaluating. And as we get more information, we'll be sharing that information with you. Thank you again for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for paying attention to the message that we're sending. And we want you to know that our theme this year was Crowley Pride Unified. This is the time, in challenging times and uncertain times, that's the time when we must unify as a district and as a community. We must unify and work together to make sure that we're safe, and we must show the Crowley Pride that we know exists within all of us. So Crowley Pride Unified. Now is the time for us to work together to help each other get through this uncertain time. Thank you.